justice for all.
Please remain standing out of remembrance and respect for all the people in our country that have been affected by this devastating Hurricane Ian. Thank you very much. Okay, so welcome to the 145 now, 145 meeting of the Board of Trustees, regular meeting on October 3rd, 2022. I will ask our Secretary Treasurer, William Pell, to call the roll, please.
William Parrish.
Present.
Ann Walker.
Here.
William J. Warner.
Here.
William Pell, present. Scott.
I am
and
here.
Howard's.
I am here.
William J. Warner?
That's your
William,
evil twin.
William.
Something like that.
It's all my fault I didn't bring peanut butter and jellies today. We had no lunch and we're getting a little punchy. Yeah, normally I make PBJs for the...
You want me to do it again?
No, you're good. We all know we're here.
I'm here.
We have everybody's here.
Would I
Okay.
Miss Sally here?
Welcome to the folks on Zoom here today. Our next trustee meeting will be Monday, October 17th, 2022. The work session will be at 9:30 a.m. And hopefully we can start our general meeting, our regular meeting at 1 p.m. on the same day of October 17th. I'd like to call public portion at this time. If there's anybody on Zoom that would like to address the board for any 3 minutes worth of topic, now is your time to speak.
No one on Zoom.
No one on Zoom, and I only have no one here in the public and just one applicant's agent here, Mr. Walker. That being said, let's go right for the application for permit determination. The Board of Trustees hereby waives a public hearing on the following application because it has been determined that the following projects do not raise a significant degree of public interest or public input, is not needed to aid in the decision-making process. First up, I have Trustee Resolution 2022-274. This is Daniel Kaplan, 5 Penniman Point Road in the Village of Quogue, tax map number 902-6-2-24.006. I recommend this approve.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Pell, all in favor?
Aye.
I have Trustee Resolution 2022-275, application Aileen Hoffman and Stephen Harrigan, 16 Cove Road, North Sea, tax map number 900-61-1-69, body of water, Fish Cove.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I have Trustee Resolution 2022-276, application Andrew Fluss, 64 Down East Lane, Village of Southampton, New York, tax map 904-12-1-2, body of water, Hetty Creek.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Trustee Resolution 2022-277. Charles, we can carry on, right?
Keep
Okay.
going.
Application.
Is that my stomach?
Oh, thank you, Charles.
The Love Boat has arrived.
Well, it's actually getting worse. The next one is going to be
I'm scared to speak now.
crazy.
All right, so something's happening. I'm not exactly sure what.
Would have pushed up emergency
Keep
button.
going.
Keep going? Okay, let me
Going.
redo that. Trustee Resolution 2022-277, application 88 Redwood Road LLC, 88 Redwood Road, Village of Sag Harbor, New York, Suffolk County Tax Map 903-1-3-4, body of water, Sag Harbor Cove. We worked through this at work session. I would like to recommend its approval.
Seconded, Trustee Pell, all in favor?
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-278, application of Colleen Rosenblatt Moe and Lori Schuman, HQ Capital Private Equity LLC, 1030 Flying Point Road, Watermill, New York, Suffolk County Tax Map 900-178-2-5, body of water, Mecox Bay. Again, we worked through this thoroughly at work session. I'd like to recommend its
Second.
approval.
Seconded, trustee Pell, all in favor?
Aye. Trustee Resolution 2022-103, application for 7 Bayberry LLC, 7 Bayberry Cove, Shinnecock County.
You gotta stop that.
Of Bode.
Suffolk County Tax Map 900-272-1-38.4, body of water, Middle Pond and Honey Pot Pond. I'd like to table this until our next meeting, which would be the 17th.
Second.
And the reason why it's tabled is because we have not expired the public comment period on this application yet.
Correct.
Okay, so we got a second by trustee Pell, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, I have trustee resolution 2022-248. I would like to make a motion first to amend the honor before date to 10/3/2022.
Second.
Seconded by trustee Pell, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so trustee resolution 2022-248 is a resolution authorizing the president of the board to sign all settlement documents to settle Stroh v. Village of West Hampton Dunes et al., index number 2006-29678. Resolved that the trustees of the freeholders and commonality of the town of Southampton do hereby authorize the president of the board to sign any and all stipulations and documents to effectuate the settlement of the action Stroh v. Village of West Hampton Dunes with all parties that have agreed to do so on or before 10/3/2022.
Second.
Seconded, trustee Pell, all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
Trustee Resolution 2022-265. This is to authorize payment to H2M Architects and Engineers for sediment sampling and analysis and environmental services for Fresh Pond in North Haven. Being that we have not heard back yet from the DEC, I'd like to table this once again because we submitted the information to them. We're looking to hear back from them to approve this company.
Second.
Seconded, trustee Pell, all in favor?
What's,
We have to provide a new application for that.
You got to speak from here, Jim.
sorry, Mr. Walker, who is the agent for Fresh Pond for the trustees.
The only thing I want to mention to the board is we have to file an application for the sediment sampling. And it's unusual. And the last time through, DEC simply gave us a letter with a change to the project and a new permit for maintenance dredging at Fresh Pond. This person told us we have to file an Article 12 application, which I will do, and we'll do it as quickly as possible. But it's one more step. The Army Corps step that you guys are facing with the same project is much different. That's simply crossing the I's, crossing the T's and dotting the I's on the plans. And Robert Vitry from the Army Corps has been very reasonable. DEC has been very difficult to deal with.
Now, Jim, let me ask you a question while you're there. To what degree did they give you a degree of this sediment sampling that they want? Because we heard from another.
This is strictly grain analysis.
Is it strictly grain analysis?
Yes and no. It's
Well-
grain analysis plus TOC. When they do the grain size analysis, they take a small jar, they run it through the thing, and at the very end, they also do total organic carbon. You have to come up with 90% sand and gravel, less than 10% mud, where they make you go through a whole series of test parameters. We're not going to need to do that. This is maintenance dredging. It's sand and gravel that washed in and filled a channel back and forth into Fresh Pond.
And this is consistent with other applications that you've worked on in terms of requirements at this phase?
Yes and no.
Yes and no,
They
okay.
certainly could have waived it.
Well, then, do you think that there's some merit to the fact, the facts of this case where perhaps maybe we should make a
Absolutely.
phone call? You do.
Before
Okay,
before the town ever spends money, they should,
Dan, you know what?
always make sure. that-
Let's make a phone call on this, since there's a yes and no to this answer. Thank you for bringing that to us.
Staff person is Alyssa Scott. I've petitioned on the town's behalf quite a bit. You need to also call and try.
Let's make a phone call on this, if you, Trustee Welker, if you can. Thank you. Maybe they're looking at this a little,
It's maintenance dredging, it's sand and gravel, we're gonna put it on the beach at Circle Beach. Circle Beach needs, spoil, the sand and gravel goes down the beach and helps out the people to the, east of, Circle Beach.
Maybe
Circle
we're
Beach
being-
is in good shape, but the people downdrift are not.
maybe we're being held to an unnecessary higher standard. Maybe there's some miscommunication here, but thanks for bringing that to our attention.
Before we do the sampling, we'll wait to hear from them.
Thank you.
All right,
Okay.
Thanks, James.
Thank you.
Sorry, who was the second on that? Do we have a second?
I don't know if I
was.
requested, so I'd like to table this.
second.
Seconded by Trustee Warner, all in favor?
All right.
Oh, wait, it makes it, it's supposed to say North Haven, it says Noyak on it.
Yes, I read North Haven into it.
Okay.
So before it comes
Where?
back up,
So,
we gotta fix it before it comes back up.
in the bolded bit, Jess,
Yeah.
authorized
It
payment,
needs to say North Haven.
authorized payment to, under 265, so it should be Fresh Pond North
Yeah,
Haven.
I got
Okay.
that one. I'll do
Thanks.
as
I'll
soon as
fix
they're
it.
done talking, I'll do it. All right, so we got Trustee Resolution 2022-279, it's a waterfowl hunting location permit. 2022-23 waterfowl hunting location application for an approved individual coming off of the wait list. So we are approving an individual, Brian Corradino, for permit number 67 in western Shinnecock Bay. It's been looked at by our bay constables, and it meets all the requirements for an approval.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Pell. All in favor?
All right,
Aye.
Trustee Resolution 2022-280, Budget and Finance. Warrant 15 of year 2022. Per recommendation reviewed by the town comp control, the following vendor payment warrant 15 be approved in the amount of $99,290.31. Card member service dime, $878.93. Law Office of Con and Con, $12,206. Construct LLC, $551.50. East Islip Lumber, $1,017.90. International Code Council, $927.15. Stanky Marine, $28.50. Town of Southampton, $82,886.43. W. Mason Company, $793.90. Total of $99,290.31.
second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I'd like permission to walk on a resolution.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Warner. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so I have a resolution, 2022 notice to bidders for purchase of a Ford F-150. Resolved as per the Board of Trustees of the freeholders and commonality of the town of Southampton in conjunction with the Southampton Town Clerk. The Board of Trustees is hereby authorized to advertise for public bid as per the following notice to bidders. Take notice that sealed bids will be received by the Town Clerk, Southampton Town Hall, on or before Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022, by 2 p.m. And take further notice that due to the public health and safety concerns related to COVID-19, the bid opening will be open and read aloud on camera at 2:30 p.m. on the day the bid is due. Results will be posted in our online bid and RFP system. Please use the following link. That's going to be listed, citizens/media.aspx off of our town website. It's a 2022 purchase of Ford F-150.
Second.
Seconded, Trustee Pell. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there any additional trustee discussions? I know it's been a busy work session and busy executive session. Is there any further discussions that we need to have today?
Yes, there is. I had
Good.
a call between meetings from Suffolk County DPW. They're working on the dredging project for Fort Pond, specifically the college channel for the northern part of the pond. They're looking to utilize the airplane ramp, a launching ramp that the trustees manage for the town at that facility, and they're asking if we could close it off for 2 months, so that they could use it for a deposition site for the dredging project. I said I would.
What time of season?
It sounds like it's probably October, November, basically boating season for the, recreational and commercial, clamming and fishing season. So I told them I would approach the board and get an idea what their thoughts were.
Is this the parking lot where the ramp is?
It's the parking lot where the ramp is.
Is the ramp gonna be available?
No, it's not gonna be available, it's gonna be only utilized for the contractor to remove the material from the bay bottom.
Yeah, it's gonna be a similar situation, I
Yeah.
think, to when they did the directional drill over there by Ponquag and Hampton
Yeah.
Bays, where we had to take, and couldn't really let people.
However, the last time that Old Fort Pond was dredged was, I believe, in the 1960s.
It
And
needs it.
there has been, I don't believe, there are at least 2 research vessels that draw a substantial amount of water. And I think that they bump even at high tide, trying to go in and out of that inlet. So I think that although some of our residents and commercial baymen may be inconvenienced for a couple months, I think that this is so important that this dredging project be allowed to proceed.
One further thing, they're gonna try to make a spur or launching ramp on the southerly part of the property that, without the ramp, so that there might be some access. I know it's been a long time coming, I've been at meetings the whole time I've been on this board, and as Trustee Walker said, it's at least the 1960s when they dredged it. But the biggest problem is they're only gonna dredge from the best boat works to the facility. They're not gonna dredge any of the other channel that goes out to the bay, so, you're not gonna acquire safe navigation at low tide from basically the launching ramp to Shinnecock Bay. But being that said, we've worked on multiple projects down there, and none of them have come to fruition. I've been to multiple meetings as other members on the board, and this is the best-case scenario for them to get the project done. We have given permission in the past to utilize this facility as well as the other facility alongside the college marine station. So I know it's a terrible inconvenience for some of the fishermen, but I think the public benefit far outweighs the nuisance that
Yeah,
would be
I
caused.
I think
concur.
if you notify everyone way
Yes.
ahead of time, I think
Right.
it'll be fine.
We'll have to do some public relations work, but I concur with what Trustee Warner, Trustee Wilker, Trustee Pell is saying. I know I've attended meetings for at least the last 6 years relative to this myself.
Amazing
And
if it
it,
happens.
yeah, it's a long time coming. There's a lot of things going on with this area, with getting proper deposition sites. It hasn't been dredged in a long time, and you don't get these opportunities very often where everything's coming together to do a dredge project, so the board should be accommodating and facilitate whatever needs to happen.
Where are they
for this
gonna,
to occur.
where they gonna remove the sand? Because that should be pretty clean sand.
No, it's all mud.
It's not.
It's all gonna have to go to
That's the
a
problem.
certified landfill, that's the problem.
It's gonna be a very expensive
And it's
project.
gonna be a very long time drawing, once it gets placed on the beach, it's probably gonna be 2 to 3 months
That's
before
where
they,
it dries.
before it can be dried.
Is
I
there,
move.
I'm sorry, is there discussion about this being a 2-part project where they would do the outer section where it's much shallower and then follow up at some point?
There is no plans to do anything other than the northern part, the southerly part, where it goes into the bay has never been even spoken about as far as dredging. There's no permit for that, so, I guess they're still in the process of getting the permit, because they did do core samples when we did our dock project, and I guess they're expired, so they have to redo the coring on the material that they're gonna be taking out. And the channel will be dredged to 6 feet below mean low water, which is hopefully adequate for the boats to come and go transit in the winter low tides. So as far as the other part that we all know needs to be dredged, that has not even been spoken about.
This is a huge first step. I just hope that there's a second step as well,
Oh.
part 2.
I will keep you
Thanks, Ed.
posted, so I will relate that back to the Suffolk County DPW.
Yeah, this has been a long time project, trying to figure out engineering, trying to figure out deposition sites, you know, with the transition with the hospital and everything. It's been very complex, so it's good that it's going on.
And one good thing is we are going to be replacing the launching ramp at Peconic Road, which is halfway between the Upton Bays and Southampton. So we will have a launching ramp that some of the baymen and fishermen can use in that area when this whole project is going on.
Thanks, Ed.
I mean, our area is supposed to get some pretty rough weather. You know, we're probably gonna be suffering some erosion and all types of issues going on.
So that's what I was just, thanks for
Yeah.
that lead-in.
Yep.
So keeping our eyes on both the water height in Sagaponack Pond as well as in Mecox Bay, and as well keeping our eye on the overwash situation and the, as a result of this coastal storm, the erosion. We are prepared probably within the next 4 to 6 to 8 weeks to do an opening of Mecox that will be a short opening, and then followed by the longer dredge. That is a project that is long overdue. The last time that was done was in 2014, following Hurricane Sandy. And we've had a prolonged situation acquiring the permit to do that. So we are moving forward with that and keeping our eye on the bay height. And then also, this week, there will be carp removal performed in Mill Pond by the company Carp Solutions, based out of Minnesota. They will be removing carp as a project to help to decrease the amount of basically disturbance of the bottom when the carp feed, which is called bioturbation. And what it does is to resuspend the nutrients that are in the bottom of the pond. And so this is a first step for us towards working to diminish the harmful algal blooms that have been present in Mill Pond for many years. So we're working, this is a first step, and we've got a couple other projects coming down the pipeline for Mill Pond, but we're looking forward to success here. So thanks to everybody that has helped with that.
Okay, thank you, Ann.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. It's been a busy day. It's been a very busy day. I think that we've concluded our agenda for today. There's need to go back into executive session, or have we had enough of that?
I think we hit everything, didn't we?
Hit all our points today?
Yes?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we're good.
Okay. So I will make a motion to adjourn our meeting.
Second.
Seconded by trustees Pell and Warner. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, everybody out there, be safe through this bad weather. Take care. Meeting.